Well, hey kids, how's everybody out there in YouTube land this evening, huh? Another fantastic day here in paradise. Living the life here in Buki Harbor, chilling out here in the cockpit of the boat, kicking back, relaxing, enjoying my daily brew. Give us this day our daily beer. Hey Alexander, great to see you back, buddy. My day was awesome, Alex. My day was awesome. Really good day. I hope yours was equally as well. Hey, Ian, what's up, brother? Nope, another great day here in paradise. Living the life, enjoying. Oh man, there's a hawk up there at the top of that guy's mast. I'm gonna see if I can show that to you. Not easy to film these guys in there because they move around a lot. But there you go. Can you see them? There's a hawk right there at the top of that guy's mast, sitting up there on his dome, all the way up at the top. Hard to hold it still. A little shaky. Oh well. And there's a little dinghy going by. Oh. Show you a little bit of what the harbor looks like right now. Hey pilot, what's going on, man? Hey Johnny Hag. Yes, Johnny Hag is correct. That is an osprey. That's an osprey up at the top of that guy's mast. So pretty cool. Relaxing from my snowstorm and freezing rain day on the road. Oh gosh, Ian. Sorry, brother. Sorry, brother. Sorry to hear that. Oh. Let me move. Get. I don't know if you can see it. My neighbor right there, the dog get out of the way. My neighbor right there has a black dinghy upside down there. Can you see that? He's got his dinghy floating upside down. That dinghy right there is floating upside down. So he flipped it over to dry off the bottom. Not a bad idea. Of course, I'd have to empty my dinghy out to do that, but dry out the bottom, get all the barnacles and stuff to come off. Dog, you're gonna fall in yet. So anyhow, another beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's been warm today. It was kind of calm earlier. Breeze is picking up a little bit as the day wears on. It's now coming out of the northwest actually, and but it's about 85. It's a bright sunny day all day today. Had a little brief shower earlier, but not bad. Clouded up there for a little bit, and then that cleared off. So weather's been pretty nice today. Wind's picking up a little bit, so it'll cool off a little bit this evening, which will be very pleasant. Keep the bugs down, which will be awesome. Really nice day to be hanging out here in the back and watching my friends dinghying around on their little boats, running around and stuff here in the harbor. So anyhow, what did I miss in the chat while all that was going on? So pilot says just cold here. Hey Andy, what's going on, brother? Nice to see you there. So good day today. Took Miss Lily for her walk as usual. Threw the stick for her for quite a while. I threw it a lot today. Really wore her butt out. And it allowed her to be able to just hang out and chill and be calm pretty much all day. Now she's getting a little animated this evening now that we're up on deck, but she's been pretty good all day today. Been fairly quiet and reserved. Had a visit from the FWC today. That was funny. Apparently some of the trash people out there had filed a complaint. The FWC guy was not too happy with having wasted his time coming over to talk to me. He was a little pissed off at the trolls for that. So they might be revisited upon by the FWC. So they made a bunch of false claims about what was going on here. And of course I had all my documents in a row. So it was not a problem for me, but once again, the trolls just embarrassed themselves. Oh man. The boat over here, the name of the boat's Carpe Diem. Kind of a typical name for a boat. I mean, that's just Carpe Diem. I don't know. Seize the day. Sort of an odd name for a sailboat because people on sailboats aren't really seizing the day. You know, to seize the day is to go out and do something and be productive. And when you name a sailboat Carpe diem is the antithesis of seize the day. It's the opposite. It's the exact opposite. It's what you're not doing. You're not seizing the day. You're hanging out on the back of your boat, drunken debauchery going on. You're hardly being a productive member of society. You're not contributing. You're not building. You're not. So I often wonder why people name their boat Carpe Diem, because it's just exactly what they're not doing. But I guess some people don't really think out the name of their boat when they do that, I guess. I don't know. Carpe tomorrow, maybe. Yeah, all right? Yeah, maybe. Let's see here. What a man does with his dinghy is his business. That's true, Gavin. Very true. Who are those people? Just some people here in the harbor. Just some neighbors. Hello, Kimmy. FWC, the Florida wildlife people. The FWC is basically the water cops here in Florida. They're the people that are responsible for patrolling the harbor and stuff. So, oh man. Ooh. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Oh well. You know the old saying, he who laughs last laughs loudest? I'm going to have a really loud laugh here pretty soon. Which reminds me, I'm going to start doing a new series of videos, I think. I'm sorry. A new series of live streams, actually. I'm going to start taking some of my live streams private. And that's going to be coming up here pretty soon. I'm going to be taking my live streams private. And some of them, not all of them. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to set up a group page on Facebook. And I'm doing it on Facebook because on Facebook, you have to use real names and stuff. You don't get away with too much nonsense on Facebook like you do here on YouTube. And boy, that osprey just swung over and is now right there on that mast. That's him right there at the top of that stick. So, can you hear him? He's chirping. The people on the boat are rocking their boat. I think they're trying to get him off their mast. See how it's rocking up there? They're rocking their boat back over there. There he goes. Try to follow him. That's as far as I could get. Oh, no, he went over and landed on another mast. Nope, and he continues on. All right. Oh, that's all I got. That's all I got. Oh, now I got to go back and I got to unzoom. Unzoom. There we go. All right, we got it managed now, I think. Anywho. So I think I'm going to set up a group on Facebook and let people become members of that group. That way I can scrutinize who they are and make sure we get all the trash people out of that group. And it won't cost anything for anybody to be a member of that group. And then when I do a live stream, I will simply post a link to that group page for people to check out. And the only people that will be able to see that link are members of that group. And that way I don't have to do a whole bunch of emails every time. And I can keep a real close handle on who is and who is not in that group. So, thinking about doing that. Not carved in stone yet, but I'm thinking about doing that. Just to have some more sanctuary space. Oh, wow. Saw a guy over there in Sisters Creek, coming out of Sisters Creek in the dinghy. He was going along and all of a sudden, yeah, I see, I don't know if that's shark fin or dolphin fin. I can't tell this difference, but I could see a blade cutting through the water behind him. Some other neighbors going by. I'm waiting for him. He's behind a big trawler right now. I'm waiting for him to come out the other side of the trawler. I want to see if those dolphins are following him, or if that's a shark following him, or what that is. What? What? Get. I'm live streaming here, dog. Get out of my face. So, let's see here. I can't think of a better way to spend a day than out sailing, drinking. Isn't it how most sailors spend their day? A bevy with friends afterwards is a good way to finish. Yeah, Kimmy. Sorry, you couldn't be more wrong. 260 boats here in this marina, and I'll guarantee you that 200 of those boats were drinking today. If you think sailors go sailing all day, and then you're not a live aboard person that spends all day long on their boat, because that's not what they do. In fact, the majority of these boats rarely leave the harbor. I would say less than 5 out of the 260 boats, less than 5 boats will unhook and go out during the daytime. Less than 5. If that. If that. I mean, there's boats coming and going, mind you, but now the majority of these people are hanging out on their boat drinking right now. It's what they do. And they drink all day long. Hell, even when we go play dominoes, in the middle of the day, they're drinking. Most of the ladies coming to dominoes, not most of a few of the ladies there, they'll bring wine with them and stuff, and they'll sit there and drink wine while drinking. I bring wine or beer with me when I go, so. Hello, Norm. Sounds like a good idea. I don't have Facebook, nor do I want it. Oh, all right, pilot. I can't stay long, just want to check in. All right, Bob. Hello, yanking. I hear some of your plans from Lee today. Hope you are successful. Norm, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who Lee is. He certainly doesn't know my plans, but whatever. I agree. My doctor recommended I set free from that. It helps relieve stress. He was right. I will never go back. Huh. I don't know. I find YouTube to be more stressful than Facebook, actually. Just my experience. So. I mean, I'm sitting right here enjoying a beer. There's people over there drinking a beer. There's people over there drinking a beer. There's people over there drinking a beer. I don't know. I'm at Georgetown, 3,000 miles this year. We sail, we get together after. Yeah, but Kimmy, you're not sailing every day. If you're in Georgetown and you've been anchored in Georgetown and you've been there for a month, you're not going to tell me, I mean, don't tell me every one of these cruisers are going to go out and sail their boat every day and then come back and anchor up. It's not what you do. And it boggles my mind how many of these people try to present that as the image for sailors. It's just not what they do. Just not what they do. I mean, I'm sitting here around every one of these boats. These guys are not untying the line, dropping their lines and running out and running around during the day and putting their sails up and sailing. They're not. They're sitting here drinking beer. Maybe they're working on their boats for a little while. Something like that in the morning. Certainly doing the morning cruiser's net. Doing laundry, whatever. But not unusual to see someone driving around with a beer in their hand by noonish. Just the way it is. So, well, that dinghy went by and I don't see any more activity around him, but I think those were dolphins that were over there behind him, just from the arch of the way it was coming and going. A long ways off, though, it's hard to tell. But we've had a lot of dolphin activity in the harbor. A lot of dolphin activity. Let's see what I missed in the chat. Over 300 boats. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, well, you know what? You just go have yourself a fine time. I'm not gonna argue with people. Tired of dealing with the troll nonsense. And I've determined that Kimmy is a troll. Bullshit. She's at Georgetown. If you're at Georgetown, you're not wasting time listening to my live stream. If you're in Georgetown, you're not wasting precious internet watching my live stream. So I call bullshit on your statement. Oh man. I know I wouldn't be playing around on the internet if I was in Georgetown. That's for sure. Anyhow, kids, good day. Took the dog for a walk. Enjoyed that. Threw a stick for her. Let's see, what else did I do today? I really didn't do a whole lot else. Contemplated my navel a lot today. Listened to the morning chat. Took care of some trash troll nonsense. People, I think they're just so funny. Anyhow, I had to deal with some of that this morning. That was minor irritation stuff. Like I said, had a visit from the FWC. That was sort of funny. You could tell he was just like, man, I'm sorry to bother you, but we had a complaint. We had to come. We got to fill out paperwork. Here's your piece of paperwork showing that I spoke to you. Okay, thanks, goodbye. Have fun. You know, that was it. Didn't get in any trouble. Oh, nanny doo-doo on the trolls for that. You guys are such a waste of time. You know, how many times you guys got to screw up before you learn? You guys, every single time, you guys have been trying to file false reports all over the place, and all you're doing is get yourselves in trouble. So, hey, Dan, very good. Your PayPal came in the mail today. Awesome, brother. Good to hear it. That came quick. That came quick. I don't think Marie even got hers yet. So, claiming that you were doing. Oh, Johnny Hag, they were claiming the boat wasn't registered and the boat wasn't titled and that kind of stuff. And it is. So, it is. It's all good. But, you know, they don't know that because I haven't talked about it on the channel. So, anything apparently that I don't talk about on the channel, they don't have a clue about. So, how is the estuary listing coming? Any leads? Norma, I'm not talking about my real estate business on here. What were the trolls saying? Okay, hey Coyote, what's going on, man? Dave Edwards, hey bud. What time were you at the park today? I walked over to the stuffed pig this morning and walked down to the marina. Oh, I'm sorry, Dave. I didn't know you were looking for me. I just went over to the park this morning as I usually do. Maybe I was a little early this morning. I may have been a little early this morning, but well, I wasn't going out to breakfast. I came back here to the boat to have breakfast this morning. I don't go out to eat. I can't afford to go out to eat. I don't do that. I was back here to the boat and getting things organized. But it is what it is. Stuffed pig, one of my favorite breakfast holes when I was down there. Yeah, it's a good place to eat. It's dog friendly. If you sit outside, it's dog friendly. And it's got good food. And I like sitting outside there. It's kind of nice. Now, sometimes you get bugs and stuff flying around those seams and stuff because they got a lot of plants and stuff around there, but it's nice. Go lay down. I don't need you breathing in my face. So, anyhow, yeah, I have to sort of laugh. All these trolls are just freaking out. They're doing everything they can trying to trick me into sharing information. Guys, that's not happening. I'm not sharing any information about what my plans are or where I'm going or what I'm doing or who I'm doing it with or if I'm going or if I'm doing anything different. Nobody's business. Ain't nobody's business but my own. Well, candy is dandy, but liquor is quickie. You can drink all the liquor down in Costa Rica. Nothing like eating a crab omelet and mimosa. That's true, ma'am. Yep, that's true, and they do serve those there, so. Oh. Yeah, Dan, getting a lot of interest on the boats. Turned down 2 offers so far. I had 2 offers come in probably BS offers because they were sight unseen kind of stuff, but haven't had anybody here to the boat yet. I'm not ready to show the boat yet. I have a few people here wanting to come look at the boat, but I've not shown the boat yet because I've got some stuff I want to clean up and finish on it before I do. And today was just too hot to do that, so I didn't get it done. Maybe big breakfast and a Bloody Mary. There you go. Oh man. So, but yeah, I'm fine with where we're at. No problem. I'm not worried about it, not in the least. So, not in the least. I think my friends out the other day for dinner, food, and a few drinks. $150, just crazy nowadays. Yeah, and that was not very many friends in a very affordable place. Very affordable place. Last time I was in Ohio, not the last time, the time before last when I was in Ohio, or maybe the time before that, I don't remember. Took the family out and dropped $300. So that wasn't, I mean, that doesn't take very long to do at all, and that wasn't a fancy place. So well, Norm, if you're interested in the boat, then it's worthwhile having a conversation with you, but I'm not going to worry about talking to you about it now. And it is a different market here than Sandusky. Well, yeah, you know, all right, I'm going to get into that a little bit, Norm, because you're being an asshole trying to ask a question like that. So I'll tell you, it has a working engine now, which it did not have when I bought the boat. It has fixed through holes that were frozen and leaking water. Matter of fact, when we first put the boat in the water was spewing in. So we replaced all that. We have functional rigging, which it did not have when I bought the boat. It has batteries, which it did not have before. It has a fixed companionway, which it does not have before. Got a big ass ladder mount on the back, which it did not have before. It has a working head, which it did not have before. It has a 2-burner grill in it, which it did not have before. It has a propane grill on the back, which it did not have before. It's got $1,500 worth of dinghy outboard tied to the side, which it did not have before. It's got a generator that works on board, which it did not have before. So yes, that took it from $2,000 to $5,600. And at $5,600, I am the single least priced, the lowest priced actual liveaboard boat that has an inboard motor here in the Florida Keys. There is a 27 footer with an outboard motor that sits on the back, a little 9.9 outboard with no refrigeration. That one's a little cheaper than mine. But right now, I'm the best deal here in the Florida Keys. So it is without a doubt the best deal that's being advertised that I've seen advertised here in the Florida Keys. And as a result of that, my phone is ringing and it's going to sell here in the near future. I have people that want to come look at the boat today, but I wasn't ready to show it. So I know I've had people come by and look anyway, even though I'm not ready to show it. People have motored by and peeked in and did that kind of stuff. So yeah, thanks, Alexander. Yeah, he got schooled. You know, you get these troll people like that. They think they're asking some kind of a smart-ass question. And so, oh, I know I don't have to justify anything, pilot, but, you know, sometimes these guys need to have a little wake-up call, you know. And frankly, I kind of enjoy kicking their butt doing that every time. Because you know what, folks? It's my boat. That's right, I said my boat. It's my boat. It's free and clear. It's paid for. Clean title. So cheers, brother. Had a real pleasant conversation with my sister, my oldest sister today. That was really neat. My cousin found some photographs of my mother as a teenager. Wow. Yep, pictures of my mother as a teenager. I've never seen pictures of her that young before. I almost didn't recognize her. I looked at the picture, I'm like, man, that looks like my mom, but wow. So, apparently my mom was a babe back in the day. I know that's a little Oedipus Rex freaky stuff to be talking about, but Yeah, she was a looker back in. Let's see, she was born in 1920, so that was probably taken around 1937, 1938, when she was 17, 18 years old. Probably her high school senior picture would be, I guess, what those were. So that would have been 1938. She would have been 18, 17, 18, 1937, 1938, somewhere in there, probably when that picture was taken. My dad was born in 1919. Dad would be 100 years old here in about a week. Yep, in about a week, my dad'd be about 100 years old. So, wow. Pretty cool stuff. It was great seeing a picture of my mom back then. I've never seen a picture of her that young before. That was wild. So, yep. So my cousin's gonna give that to me. That's cool. So, hey Marie, how you doing, sweetie? Oh, let's see what else is going on. Oh, I had an email from some guy today. He for somehow he did something on some Google Voice thing and sent it where Google Voice sent me a link, and the guy wanted me to give him the link to my Google Voice thing so we can talk. He was giving me this whole bullshit about whether I'm legit or not selling my boat, and if I gave him the link, then I'm legit. I'm not giving him shit. If you're interested in my boat, you call me up and we'll make arrangements for you to come look at it, period. I'm not playing any of that kind of game with people. That's just nonsense. And then, of course, I got the link from Google, and the first thing it said in the link is, do not share this with anybody. So I thought that was pretty funny. Howdy. Stop. Stop. You stop. You quit. You don't need to do that. No. No. You're going to stop growling at people. Lay your hairs down. You stop. No. No. Okay. Oh, now you're not going to go get them? People right there in that dinghy going by. She wanted to woof at them, and I wouldn't let her. Did I ruin your fun? I'm so mean. I am so mean, so cruel. Poor dog. I don't know if we can see the sunset. It's just the opposite side of the boat right now. There's kind of what it looks like. It's kind of weird, freaky looking. But, oh, that osprey just flew right just about through the, I don't know if you guys saw it in the camera. Just flew right on through. He's right there on the top of that mast, right in the middle right now. Right there's the osprey. And you know, that's what the sunset's looking. It looks kind of weird looking, kind of smoky and misty, and a lot of humidity in the air right now. A lot of humidity in the air. There's no clouds to speak of, so it's not going to rain, but the air just feels really heavy and wet. Kind of a weird looking sunset developing over there. Certainly red. Red sky tonight, that's for sure. Anyhow, what I miss in the chat? Your dad had good taste. Yeah, he certainly did. Good luck, whatever your endeavors may be. Well, thank you, Dan. Appreciate that. Did all the through holes freeze, and how did that happen if the boat was in dry dock? Because the through holes were frozen, were closed. The through holes were closed, but there was still water in the lines behind them. So it broke the valves apart that were on, not the through hole. The through hole itself was fine. The valves behind the through hole is what froze and broke. Apparently they didn't do an adequate job of opening those up and draining the lines out. So that's how that happened. So the boat, remember the boat had been sitting up on the hard for about 4 years when I bought it. So let's see, she growled at me that one time I seen you guys. She's funny. Yeah, okay. Only 16 days till spring. Will you consider financing a serious buyer if they had a decent down payment but not the whole purchase price. Rejects, it depends on how much, but no, probably not. I'm really looking just to cash out. So if you get the good money for this boat, doubling or whatever, you could go up there and get another one and make some spending money. Okay. Ball valves can also just seize up from lack of use. Yeah, I'm sure it was a combination of some of that, Johnny. I think they were froze up, meaning they were, rusted in position. But I mean, because the guy basically put this boat up on the hard and just ignored it for 4 years. I mean, he just left it alone and didn't do anything. So I put a lot of time, effort, energy into getting the boat running. I mean, I spent a month there in Sandusky just working on the boat. So. And none of that was really cosmetics. It was all mechanical, getting the thing working, getting the rigging up, getting, putting lights up on the mast and getting all that stuff working, and, the bow and stern lights, replacing all them and getting that together. And although don't tell anybody, but the bow and stern lights work. But don't tell anybody, okay? Just between you and me. Oh man, what you guys are going to learn about me to some degree is I like screwing with people sometimes. It's so much fun to make them embarrass themselves. Oh my God, he doesn't have working running lights. Yeah, I do. And yeah, I'm going to show you some more of that sunset because it looks pretty cool. Yeah, Andy, I am unloading stuff off the boat right now, trying to get some stuff put away. And there's some stuff I'm going to be upgrading. So, a couple of fly rods I'm going to swap out for some better fly rods. And my boat rod. Oh, here comes the aspirator. It is. Oh, couldn't get it. Sorry, guys. I am not Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom here on my camera skills with my cell phone, so so sunset kind of filtered out. It's down or getting down now. We'll start hearing conchorns here in a minute. But yeah, it just feels kind of damp up on deck right now. It's so humid out right now. It just feels damp. I mean, it's not like it's raining, but all the air just feels kind of sticky and damp. Weird. It's almost like I'm standing here in water. It feels that wet out here. To touch something, I'm touching the generator right now, the deck. Nothing is wet. I mean, but it's not like the dew is falling or anything. It just seems like it's damp. So, was the engine seized? No, the engine was not seized. No, the engine just needed some work done to it. So, like fixing the mixing elbow and putting a new throttle cable in and changing the oil and working on the alternator and rerunning the plumbing for it, replacing the fuel line. There were quite a few things we did to it. Conchorns are blowing, man. Conchorns are blowing. Yep. I just had some sort of a notification from Facebook. I don't know what that is. Huh, weird. Weird, so. Horns are blowing. Can hear them all over now. Let me get turned around here to enjoy my backrest. Oh, guys, so rough. Whew. Get all comfy here for a little while before my butt falls asleep again. Let's see. Sounds like a boat to me. Yep, typical boat. There are a lot of generators running around amongst the cruisers anchored there. Not a lot, but there are a few, yes. For 7 years, and the wife tells me no. Oh, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, so. You gonna go bark at them? There's some cute girls coming by. I'm gonna film you guys. Wave, you're on my YouTube channel. Go get them. Go get them. Go get them. Go get them. Oh, funny people. Funny people. So, yeah. So, Jamish, a lot of generators. Most of the boats around me have generators on them. Like for example, that trawler over there, you can see water coming out of the back of him. He's running his engine right now to generate electricity. That boat over there in front of me, he's got a generator on going right now. You look around the boats around me here, and most every boat that I can see around me has a generator on the deck, on the hood, up on the roof, you know, somewhere. I keep mine right there because it's just me in the cockpit. I don't need seating for 4 people, so I just leave it sit right here. But I could move it up onto the bow or someplace if I wanted to get it further away, but it's perfectly fine right where it is. It's convenient for me to start it and shut it off. I can reach outside through the companionway at night, reach out and turn it off without having to come up on deck. I like that convenience. So, but yeah, almost everybody here has a generator, and they run them at, during the daytime. So, let's see. I've been down here for 7 years, and the wife still tells me no on a boat. Okay. Weather app says your humidity is 65%. Well, it feels like a lot more than that, Steve. Feels like a lot more than that. We may have been 65% earlier, but it just feels like the moisture, more moisture's moved in. I don't know, it feels more moist than that. I mean, I almost feel like I should be feeling rain on the back of my neck any second now, you know, because the breeze is coming from that way. So, boats break out another 1,000. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? So, and I can hear generators going all around me. So, I have mine off just from a noise standpoint while I'm doing the live stream. Otherwise, it'd be noisy here. You'd hear it running and make it hard to hear me. But so I shut that off while I'm live streaming. But as soon as the live stream is over, I'm going to go start it back up again. So. And then I'll probably go down below and maybe put on a movie. Maybe make a little popcorn. That'd be good, make a little popcorn. Oh, so I went Provision the other day, and they had a deal, $4, $4.25, $4.29 a pound, I think it was, for skirt steaks. Now, the skirt steak is basically the bacon, the meat from bacon on a cow. If cows had bacon and their bacon had meat, skirt steak would be the meat that would be in the bacon on a cow. You don't do bacon on cows. Cows, they have skirt steaks. So what it is, it's the belly meat of a cow. Very well marbled, very lean. Really a fine cut of meat. If ever there was one, a really good cut of meat on the beef, it's that. And I fried up some of that skirt steak for dinner tonight. Man, was it awesome. It was just absolutely awesome how good that skirt steak was. I mean, it was tender, juicy, flavorful. It was really nice there. So I kind of enjoyed that. I enjoyed that for dinner. I had that and some egg noodles. Had some egg noodles with my skirt steak. That was pretty good too. A little bit of butter on the egg noodles. That was nice. That was really nice. That was a very pleasant evening, and of course, I'm having my beers afterwards. So, no, I didn't barbecue them, Andy. I cast iron skillet. I just fried them in my cast iron skillet. Oh, that's sad. That's one dead soldier there. That beer's down. Man, that beer down, beer down. Oh man, I have to go down and get another one here in a little bit. No, actually, that's enough. I had 2. That's it for the night. So, also, boats are a hole in the water surrounded by fiberglass that you throw money into. Yep. And then there's expensive LED up. That's right, pilot. That's right. We upgraded our lighting system to all LEDs now. So 70%, and you are going to get thunderstorms tomorrow. Yeah, yeah. That's what I heard too, Andy. And which sucks because tomorrow is Domino's Day. My one day out of the week that I really enjoy getting off the boat and going and doing something. I don't know why, but I really enjoy going over and playing dominoes. And it may be raining while I'm doing that. So what I will do is I will bring a change of clothes with me, because that way I'll get wet in the dinghy ride going over, and then I can quickly change into some dry clothes there in the marina area, and then very quickly walk into the area without hopefully getting too much wetter. Maybe I'll get a trash bag and put it over myself or something to go in and play dominoes, but I kind of enjoy that. So there won't be a lot of people showing up, but people will show up, rain or shine, for that. So LEDs are very pricey. They can be, yeah. I have a 24-foot whaler at my dock that you have probably seen me running around. Okay, cool. 24-foot whaler, nice, Dave. Okay, the happiest moment in a boatman's life is the day he buys it and the day he sells it. Yep. No, I won't be looking forward to selling it, Dan. I kind of am partial to Lily too, but no, there's no television on board the boat. None. I use my cell phone to link to my laptop computer, and I watch movies on Amazon Prime. That's what I usually do. So, met at Pigs for a Bloody Mary. Yeah, I just don't have the funds for that, Dave. I'm sorry. That would be a fun thing to do, but I just don't have the money to go out and do that tomorrow. So I probably won't be, and it's going to sound like it's going to be raining tomorrow anyway. But yeah, it was a nice, pleasant dinner, and not expensive. It was like $12 for the whole package. And so there was like 3 pounds of meat in there, but they were all in, basically these little strips of skirt steaks. So that'd be 3 meals of 2 strips, basically. There was 6 strips in there altogether. I cooked them all. I cooked them all tonight. I ate 2 and I put 4 in a Ziploc bag back in the fridge. By cooking them all that way, I know they're not going to go bad. Although tomorrow night I'm having pork chops. I have some pork chops I have to eat up. So tomorrow night I'm going to do pork chops. And again, I'll cook all of them and then eat 2 and then put the rest of them back up. That's how I'm trying to make my budget stretch as much as I can. So speaking of budget, guys, I need to get fuel. I'm out of generator fuel. Not out. I'm going to be out in a day or two. But I need to find about 40 bucks or so to go get some generator fuel. So if anybody out there is inclined to help out with the old electric bill and dinghy fuel bill, as that's what that is, and wants to hit up the PayPal, there's a link in the description down below. Hit in there and buy us some gasoline if you're so inclined. I would greatly appreciate it. That would be awesome. Other than that, we're pretty much good with everything else. Just got to go for a dinghy fuel run here pretty soon. Get some gas on board. And while I'm talking about PayPal, there's a second link below the first one. And the second link is if you go to PayPal and open up a new PayPal card for yourself, get yourself an account with PayPal, and you put $40 into that account. When you do that, look at this troll. What an idiot. When you do that, not only do you make $20, so you put $40 in, they'll give you 20 for a total of 60, and then they'll send me $20 for taking the time to ask you guys to go ahead and do that. So it's a good way for you to make some money. It's a good way for me to make money. It doesn't cost you anything. So if you can jump in there on that, I would greatly appreciate it. It would be awesome if you did. So and my phone is buzzing in my pocket. Why is my phone buzzing? Probably a troll calling up saying, oh, we're going to disrupt your live stream by calling you 1,500 times during the live stream. Nope. National Association of Realtors, one-day action-packed technology event. Sign up now. Yeah. No thanks. They solicit us all the time trying to get us realtors to sign up for and pay for all these kind of crazy seminar things that they do. It's all kind of wild, but yeah. Huh. Oh, uh-oh. Just felt the drop, guys. I knew I was going to. I just felt the drop. Told you, it's going to rain tonight. It's going to rain tonight. I'm going to have to go down below, get the fans on, and close everything down here pretty soon. Because it really feels like the humidity is picking up. Which means we're going to go from, what was it, 65, and now we're at 70, and we're probably going to go to, we're probably at about 80%, and it's going to start raining here, I would imagine, any minute. About any minute now, it's going to start raining. And I know it wasn't Miss Lily peeing down the back of my neck because she's standing here next to me. She's right there, so. That's right. It'll help cool things off and make things feel better, so. Anyhow, kids, that was my day. It was a good day. Gonna enjoy my evening and relax. Oh, somebody's going by. You see a little runabout going right there. That guy's fairly new in the harbor. I've not seen him much, but all of a sudden I see him running around from time to time. The other day he went through the anchorage pretty fast, and a lot of people were upset about him throwing such a big wake, making all the boats roll around, so kind of pisses off a lot of people here in the harbor. They're not too patient with it. Oh, other than that, we had a pretty uneventful day. Did dishes, cleaned up the salon a little bit. I got to finish doing some cleaning up. Get ready to show the boat. I got to finish my cleaning up. I got a boatload of garbage in the dinghy already. Got a bunch of stuff there ready to go to the garbage. That's going to happen tomorrow. I got to get water tomorrow too. Used up all my water. I loaned out my one water jug. Haven't seen it since. They're like, oh, we're only going to need it for a day or two. And 2 weeks later, guess what? Still don't have my water jug back. I may have to get in my dinghy and swing by their boat and say, hey, give me my water jug back. But, you know, you try to be helpful and friendly to people, but you can't let people take advantage of you either. So almost all the boats are facing that way right now, but even at that, some boats are all cockeyed. Catamaran over here facing the sunset, and there's a monohull over there facing where the sun would rise. So all the boats are a little confused in the harbor right now as to which way we should be pointing. There's a boat over there facing that way. I don't know, kind of everybody's all discombobulated, so seminars are like professional development, I guess. Well, some of them are, you know, and the ones that offer continuing ed credit, I like taking some of those, but some of this stuff is just, you know, hey, if I was a rookie, you know, a new realtor and didn't have any experience, I could see where those things would be a good thing for someone to go to and participate in. But at this point, I found them just to be a waste of time for me. So unprofessional require you to so many hours of your professional development. Yeah, realtors do too. We have to do 20 hours of continuing education, they call it, professional development, continuing ed, whatever. But the class that they were offering through the National Association of Realtors was not a continuing education class. It was not something you were going to get credit for your continuing ed. It was a class for new agents to learn how to use technology better for marketing or what have you. So in other words, they were going to tell everybody to go put ads on Facebook. And that's the extent of what those are, because they're jointly being given by Facebook and the National Association of Realtors, and it's just trying to convince the young realtors that they should be spending a bunch of money advertising on Facebook. And I'll tell you from previous experience, you can waste a lot of money advertising on Facebook. You can spend a crap load of money advertising on Facebook. You really can. Just my office that I had here in 2015. According to the receipts that they had, I spent like $12,000 advertising on Facebook that year. So, won't make that mistake again. Won't make that mistake again. So, something over there floating in the water, I'm not sure what it is. Lily, quit. There's a guy over there doing something on his boat, and it drives the dog nuts. It almost sounds like he's manually cranking in his anchor, but he's doing it by his mast, and he doesn't have any sails up. So I'm really not sure what he's doing. But Miss Lily doesn't like the sound it makes, so she barks at him. Oh well. Will you be putting stuff into storage before showing the boat? No, probably won't. I can't afford the storage units right now. So no, probably not. But I am going through the boat and consolidating a lot of stuff. So if you come by the pig in the morning, I'll cover the bloody. Oh, Dave, I appreciate that, man. I do. I really do. I appreciate that. But I'm gonna have to pass, man. I'll tell you what I will do, Dave. I'll invite you. Why don't you join us at 1 o'clock for dominoes? Dominoes don't cost anything. Come in and play dominoes with us at 1 o'clock there in the marina. That's always fun to do. That's always a fun thing to do. Get to meet a lot of new people. And we start there about 1, and we're usually done by 4. So, 3 hours, 3.5 hours of playing dominoes. Good way to spend the day. Hey, honeybees, how you doing, man? No good deed goes unpunished. There you go. That's it for sure. So, anyhow, guys, listen, I'm feeling another drop here. I think I'm going to go ahead and go inside and get on with my evening. So I'm going to end this here. Remember, there's a link for PayPal down below should you want to contribute to the adventure. And I could use some funds for fuel right now. That's my biggest, most urgent need at the moment is getting a little gen fuel. Keep the generator and the dinghy going. Just about $40 will cover that. And that would be fun. I know a few of the people out there. One young lady that has a kid cleaning and walking dogs. Oh, yeah. Yep, I know exactly who you're talking about. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. So, guys, be good, be careful, take good care of one another. Thank you for watching, and we will have more for you tomorrow evening. I won't